Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're making these beautiful angel Christmas tree decorations. We've made our little angels with polymer clay which we've baked so you can custom make all the colours that you like. We've also made some little wings and a hook with wire. For our angels we need to make a body, some arms, a head, hair and a little halo for the top of our angel. Then with the wire we've just made our little hook for the top, a small straight piece that secures the head onto the body, and then we've got our little angel wings. It's a really simple design. You just have to make each different component out of clay and wire and then put it together for an angel like this. For our angels we're using make and bake clay or Sculpey. So you want to pay attention to the directions where it says how long you have to bake it for and for what thickness. I'm using a range of different colours. I find it looks really good with some light and dark contrast, and then you'll need some skin colour and some hair colour as well. After unwrapping each block of clay, I cut them into sticks and then just cut those sticks into little pieces as well. Some of the clay is a little bit firmer than others, so you have to work it to get it moving, and then I just mix some of the dark clay with some of the lighter clay as well. So just working it together and then rolling it and then twisting it, starting to work some of that dark clay through the lighter clay. Totally up to you what colours you use and how you want your little clay angel bodies to look. Now I'm slowly starting to mould it into the body shape of the angel. So it's sort of a cone shape that's smaller at the top and bigger at the bottom. Once you've made a few of the angel bodies, then it's on to making the head and arms. So whichever skin colour clay, and we're going to make a little ball for the head and then some long parts for the arms. It's a good idea to just check the little balls on top of the angel body and make sure it's the right size and proportion for the body shape. We've used the same skin colour and rolled out a few skinnier rolls for our little arms as well. Now we grab a little straight piece of our 20 gauge wire, so about 1 inch long, placing it into the head and then placing that into the body. So this is really important to just make sure that head is secure onto the body so that it can be hung without that head falling off. So just making sure that all that wire is pushed inside the clay. Once the heads are on nice and secure, it's time for the arms. So grabbing one of your little rolled up tubes and just placing it behind in between the head and the body. Bringing the ends around the front and placing them however you want your arms to sit. I like to flatten the very ends and then put some sort of finger marks in them, but this part is totally up to you and the positions that you want your little arms to be in. However they sit, you do want to make sure that they are pushed onto the rest of the clay so that they stay nice and secure. Next step is some hair. So obviously really flexible with colours and styles, so you can make it all flat, you can make little rolls or curls. Totally up to you how you want your hair to look. I'm just going to roll this one out and then place it on like a spiral just to make a nice head of hair. Once all the hair's on, then I place our little faces on. So something small and round to push some eyes in there. Now I'm just using the lid of a lip balm, so something with a little curve in it to make a smile shape. Gently pushing that in. And then our eyes as well. Now onto our little angel halos. So I'm using some silver clay for this. You could use the wire as well, but I find it gets a bit bulky with a little hook as well. So I tend to just make my halos with clay. So just rolling out a nice thin tube and then making a circle halo shape on the top of each angel. Making sure it's all nice and tidy and connected well to the other clay. Next, it's onto our little hook and wings. So for the hook, we only need about 3 inches of 20 gauge wire. So just cut that out, bending it in the middle, forming a loop, and then just twisting the ends a little bit together. Making sure you've got a big enough hole in the middle, you're going to be able to hang it onto something. Now using my pliers, I make sure it's a nice tight twist, especially at the bottom, and then just push the twist into the top of the head. Now for the wings, we use about 8 inches of 20 gauge wire. Bending the ends around and bringing it up about the middle of the wire. So just wrapping it around there to form one wing or loop. And then bringing the other end into the middle as well. I try and connect them in the middle somehow. So just bringing this one around the center there to lock it in place. And then twist them together at the bottom. Making a nice tight twist. Just cutting that slightly uneven end off, but making sure to leave a decent little twist here that we're going to be able to place into our angel. So you can bend your wings and make sure they're all sitting nice and even and in the right shape. Now we've angled the little twist downwards, so we gently push that down into the back of the angel there, making sure to keep those wires inside the clay and they don't poke out anywhere. Once your angels are all ready to go and you're happy with them, then place them on a baking tray with some baking paper and place them in the oven for whatever is recommended for the type of clay you're using. It's usually quite a low heat for a longer period of time, but just be really careful not to burn yourself as well. Once they're done, you'll have your beautiful clay Christmas angels.